Hello, everyone. Let's start the next lecture titled Introduction to the Figma Interface 1. Let's check out the Figma interface as a whole. Here's how it is set up. There's a toolbar at the top, a left panel on the left, and a right panel on the right, and the workspace is in the center of the screen here. When you look at the top bar, you will see a toolbar on the left side with various tools. In the middle, there is a title that changes depending on what you selected. When I don't select anything, you can see the title of this page. But when you select some other objects like this, it changes to the other tools. And on the top right here, there are options related to profiles and sharing here. They are handy for collaborating and communicating with team members, sharing files, and more. In the left panel, you will find the page on the and the various layers below it. Think of a page as the workspace where we do our work, and the layers below are the different elements, various and different elements within each workspace. And the right panel has design and prototype menus. Design is used to apply or change design to different objects in the workspace. You can see the changing options when I select the objects. Prototyping, one of Figma's powerful features, can be done through the prototype menu. So let's dive deeper, starting with the left panel. As I mentioned earlier, a page contains a workspace. Depending on the workspace you are currently in, all elements will show up as layers below it. If you're working on a lot of stuff in one workspace, you will see a lot of layers here, right? See? One key thing to know about the layers is the concept of the frame. Think of a frame as a unit that organizes contents within the workspace, similar to an artboard in Illustrator if you've used that before. But don't worry if this seems confusing. Just following along and look at everything together and it'll start to make sense. Let's take a look at the Asset tab here. The Asset tab is where you can find components used on this page or ones loaded from the library. You can see the black icons I used here on the page is listed as a local component. And there are also 3 UI design kits from the library loaded into the Asset tab. Here, this one, yeah. And you can view them here. You can use any of these components by simply dragging and dropping them onto their pages whenever you need them. So let's do some exercise from here. When you want to use this kind of clipboard icon, you can drag here like this, okay? Or if you don't need this icon, just select and delete. Also, you can drag characters from here to the workspace here like this. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you click the drop-down button next to the tools shown here in upside here, left side, you can see that there are other hidden tools as well. It is necessary to open it like this and know what tools are available here. First, let's look at the Move tool. The Move tool can be used to select an object. When I click this object like this, you can see that the selected object by the bounding box. And you can use it not only selecting the object, but moving it like this or copy it. Just I want to show you how to copy it easily. When you select this object, you just drag, and when you press Option or Alt, you can make the copy of this object. Just if you want to move it straightly, you can press Shift button from here like this. So you can move straightly on the right and copy it like this. And this, you can also make a scale this object by the Move tool. If you bring your cursor near to the bounding box, you can see the cursor is changing like this, and just press the Shift button and drag it. You can see it is it can be smaller or bigger, yes, and still it is retaining their ratio of the size. When you select the scale tool and select an object like this, details about the scale tool will appear on the right side. There's a way to increase or decrease the magnification by increasing the magnification. Here. like this. You can change these numbers. Yes, like this. And you can also adjust the size by directly entering the horizontal and vertical size as the bottom. At this time, do you see a dot like this on the right? You can think of this part as an alignment reference point that that determines where to use the reference when adjusting the size of the currently selected object. So you can move this point to the middle and left, or right side and center, bottom or top. And when you put it on the middle size, you can, when you scale bigger, it is moving like this. Yes. Yeah. So let's select the top left. Then if you select the scale tool and hold it near the object, you will see an arrow with two. This is the scale tool. And just let me draw one rectangle. And next, just select the scale tool. And hold it. When you hold it near to the object here, you will see an arrow with two overlapping lines appear like this. See? So you can hold it in this state and increase or decrease it by dragging like this. But you can find it that the scale but tool and move tool is working similar. But when you use it for this whole frame, you can see the difference between these two tools. When you reduce the frame, you can see that the objects within the frame also shrink at that right. See? When you scale, you can also scale down like this, or like this. Or when you scale down by the move tool, you can see some difference between here. When I change to the selection tool, the cursor looks a little different like this, with the arrow becoming a single line. However, when shrinking on an object like this, it can be similarly shrink or stretched. However, when you reduce the frame, you can see something slightly different from when you reduce it with the scale tool. What makes the difference? Let's see. When I make scale by this move tool, it works like this. And when I scale down with this scale tool, yeah. The thing about it is that the object inside doesn't change its size when I use the move tool to scale down this frame. Therefore, if you want to adjust the size of the frame and all the objects within it to the same ratio, you can use the scale tool. If you want to only reduce the frame size and keep the object inside it unaffected, you can use the Move tool. Did you understand? Please make good use of the two tools according to their purpose. This time, we will look at the frame tool and look at the right panel where various frame styles are provided. Figma, now if you are planning for the iPhone 14 Plus screen, yeah, mm, if you are planning for the iPhone 14 Plus screen, select this one, this, and the frame will be created. Figma provides frames that can be opened for various purposes such as desktop use and social media use, and etc. And next, there is a section 2. You can think of a section as a group of frames or higher level units that classifies frames. When you select a section and draw on the screen, what is written as a section is drawn. In the case of the slice tool, you can use it when you want to cut only the desired part and send it to another place. If you drag the desired part on the image, that part will be cropped. If you press the plus button in the export on the right and then click preview, the image area that was just cut will be displayed. Using this, you will be able to send images as large as you want to other places. Now let's take a look at the shape tool. Here, you will find a variety of shapes you can draw. And if you go all the way to the end of the shape tool menu, remember there's a tool for importing images or videos from external sources. Now let's try drawing something using the different tools in the shape tool. First, the rectangle. Next, the line. Arrows. Ellipse. Polygon. Star. Yes. One great thing about Figma is that you can easily modify shapes. First, you can change the color by selecting a shape and choosing a different color from the right panel here. For example, this square doesn't have a border, but if I want to add one, I can hit the plus button next to the stroke here on the right and adjust the color, and thickness also. And if you want to change this inside the filling color, you can change from here. Just click here. Like this. And for a circle shape, you see the small dot. You can see the small dot on the right side. Let's click and drag it. Oh, you see it turns into a pie chart, right? If you move the dot in the center here, you can get a pie chart with a hole in the middle here, like this. Oops. You can make the pie chart you usually see by adjusting it to look nice. You can also change the color from here. With a triangle, first I want to change the color from here. Okay. You can round the corner just like with a square. Can make it like this. Just pull these dots from here, or from here also it is possible. By grabbing the small dot on the right end here, this one, and move it, you can turn a triangle into a polygon with more angles like this. And the star shape can also be changed into something cool. First, I would just want to change the color from here. Yes, and if you drag the dot on the right side, you can add more points to the star. And when you move this dot, yeah, you can make the shape differently, like this. And when you move this dot, it makes the sharp points softer, like this, and turning it into a flower-like shape. You can make more waves from here. Yeah, like this or like this. And for arrows, you can change their directions or shape using the options on the right from here. Like this. And also you can make it stroke thicker than this one. And now let's load an image. It's really easy to edit or recite images in Figma. Yeah, I just loaded this image from my computer. Yeah. And when you double click on the image, a window will pop up where you can adjust the different elements to change the color and make other edits. Exposure, contrast, saturation, temperature, tint, highlights. Yeah, and a lot of options here. Now, let's look at the pen tool from here. With the pen tool, you can draw lines by just clicking, and you can create a shape by connecting back to the starting point. Click, 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 and finally I click here. And next, just when you press Command or Control and press anywhere outside of this shape, it will finish drawing. If you've used the Illustrator tools, this will be familiar, but if it is your first time, make it slow and you will get the hang of it. When you draw with the pen tool, you will see a sub tool that helps you create a curve from here. This tool is for making curves like this. Yeah. Or like this. You can make the shape smoothly. And next, the pencil tool is for drawing free-form curves like this. So just like with other shapes or lines, you can change the color and thickness in the right panel from here. Okay. Now let's check out the text tool from here. Select the text tool and click on the screen and type some text. To exit the text editing mode, just press ESC. You can change the font and thickness and size in the right panel here. So I want to change the medium size to the extra bold and also want to make it bigger. And you can move like this. And yeah. And there are a bunch of other options too, but since they are similar to text options in other programs, you should be able to use them without any trouble. Next, let's look at the tool called resources. There are three tabs in the resources tool. First is component, next plugins and widgets. These tools are handy for loading and using resources in different frames on your page. Next is a hand tool, which is positioning here. Similar tool existing in other graphic programs, and you use this one to move around the screen like this. When you drag, it is moving. You can see other part of this page. Just select and this tool and drag to move the screen in some direction. And it is very useful when your workspace is large. But having to select this tool every time you want to move the screen will be annoying, right? So you can use it as a shortcut by holding down the spacebar. Just select this one, and when you just press spacebar, it is changing to the hand tool like this. So during the pressing this spacebar, you can see the hand tool here, and you can move around this page. So these shortcut keys are super useful, so try to remember them, okay? Next is the comment tool. It is used to leave comments or replies when collaborating with others. Let's give it a try. Click here. I can leave a message. Okay. It will show up on the screen, and other team members, when they are viewing this page, can open the comments like this, and they can also reply to this comment. Okay. Yeah. Now,